Hello, my friends. How is everybody doing? Bon mercredi, tout le monde. Happy Wednesday, everyone. So, what do I have for you? Little bit of everything, and then we will go right into a demo. And while I'm chatting with you, I'm just looking at some cards that I might have that I can show you, which I believe I can show you that. I believe I can show you that the lovely Francine got to make. And then I can show you these, which I may have done a little oopsie last week, but we took care of it. We took care of it. All right. Hello, hello. So nice to see you. And for those of you who joined us on the weekend, it was so much fun. I'm glad you guys could make it. Then I'm going to show you this. Could you grab me that last plate that we have, just so I can show them what we did it with? And I am going to re-show Pink Fresh because the actual release date was yesterday. And yeah, so some of you saw it last week when I did my little oopsie and kind of showed it, some of it, and the rest of you, then we took it down right away, so the rest of you will see it now. So I'm nothing if I'm not honest. All right, so I'm going to show you some samples. I'm going to show you the release. We're going to wait for some of our friends. Tracy's classes should go up for registration, I'm hoping tomorrow. Okay, I got all the details now, so I just have to put it all together, or Jay has to put it all together in an email. Donc, j'espère que l'inscription pour les cours de Tracy vont commencer demain. Pour aujourd'hui, les nouveautés que j'ai à vous montrer, c'est des produits de Pink Fresh. Je vais partager aussi des beaux échantillons, des cartes faites par Francine. Et aussi, après ça, nous allons jouer avec des produits de Lisa Horton. Le cire, le burst, la poudre qui s'appelle Explosion et les pâtes qui s'appellent Flash Paste, OK? So, c'est ça que je vais vous montrer. Et je vais aussi montrer j'ai trois plioirs que j'étais surprise qu'il m'en reste encore parce que sont fantastiques. Et je sais que c'est difficile de l'avoir toute, ça je sais, mais aussi de savoir exactement à quoi ça a l'air. Donc, on l'a fait pour vous, et quand je dis on, ça dit Francine l'a fait pour vous, des échantillons, puis après ça, nous allons jouer avec ça avec des cires. So, I also pulled 3 embossing folders that I really, like when I ordered them, I was like, oh my God, these are going to be stunning. And then I'm like, nobody else feels the same way as me. And I said, you know what? They need to see them. They really need to see them. So let me turn the camera around now and start showing you that. Okay. So firstly, let's just look at those embossing folders. So this one is from LDRS, and it's called Perfect Petals. C'est 3 dimensions, it's 3D, and yes, doesn't it look pretty? And I'm sure you're all going to go, ooh, that looks pretty, but wait. Okay, just wait. Then there's this one, Amaryllis Garden, from Sur-là, c'est de Spellbinders, okay? Spellbinders, encore, ça a l'air beau, oui, ça a l'air très joli, mais encore, allô Nathalie, ça dit pas que, c'est un besoin. Et la troisième, c'est une de Simon Hurley, le bois. Et je sais, dans votre tête, tout de suite, tu as dit, j'en ai déjà du bois. J'en ai plein de bois.
Mais pas comme ça.
Mais Francine a dit, mais pas comme ça. So I know right away we look at these and you're going, I already have, I've got wood embossing folders. And Francine says, not like this one, you don't. Anyways, and then the flowers, you're like, I have so many flowers. But wait. Let's look at the pretty perfect petals from LDRS. Look at the dimension, okay? Look at how beautiful is gorgeous, all right? So this is the one called Perfect Petals. Il n'y a pas un sens qui est la bonne sens. So this one, it doesn't have just a one direction. You really could turn it any old way. All right, so beautiful. Ça, c'est en papier spécialisé. OK, donc je ne sais pas si vous pouvez voir la brillance. They look so elegant on specialized paper. OK, je vais vous montrer à côté d'un papier blanc. Donc voilà, c'est la différence. Tu peux le voir. Donc sur le blanc, il est fantastique et il est tellement neutre pour mettre pour un fond. Mais sur le papier spécialisé, c'est juste une touche de plus. So on the specialized paper, it just gives you that little bit more elegance. But don't get me wrong, I love white tone on tone. Okay? I think a white background is always beautiful. Et voilà sur noir. Donc on a même fait sur du noir et c'est encore très, très, très joli. And even on black, look how beautiful that came out. Okay? Now, let's head over to our amaryllis. So here it is. Hang on. Let me find the white. Here it is on white. Okay? Beautiful. It is a full background. Look at that background, guys. Fantastique comme fond. Look at the detail. Le détail dedans. Sur chaque feuille, look at all that detail. Le détail sur chaque fleur est incroyable. Okay? So beautiful. Now look at it on craft. For those of you who love craft paper, aussi fantastique sur du papier craft. All right, also gorgeous. And then, I think Francine fell in love with it once she did it on the specialized paper. Hi, Cheryl. She did. She did. She was like, oh my God. It's the first one she showed me when I got here. She's like, you have to see this. Look how beautiful. Okay? So, celle-ci s'appelle Amaryllis Garden de Spellbinders. Donc, jardin d'Amaryllis. C'est ça qu'ils disent. Et ceux-là, c'est Perfect Petals de LDRS. La troisième, c'est de Spellbinders, mais faite par Simon Hurley. Êtes-vous prête de voir celle-ci? Oh, I forgot to show you the black one in the Amaryllis. Okay? Voila. So, just as beautiful on black as it is on white. Okay? Now, here's our wood. So, of course, for the wood, we are going to go onto craft paper. Look how beautiful that is. Hi, Martin. Hi, Star. Look how beautiful. And yes, this is how a tree goes. It fades in some spots. It's really high in other spots. C'est vraiment fait comme ça, spécifiquement. So this does not mean that your embossing folder doesn't work. Because if you look on the cover, you can see that there's more texture here and less here. He did it that way specifically, okay? But look at that. It is just beautiful, okay? Gorgeous, gorgeous. You have the knots in the wood. You have everything. Et check sur brun foncé. And this is it on a dark brown. So really, really, really nice. So I hope you guys can agree with me that those 3 folders you need to see to fully appreciate. Donc, celle-ci, ça s'appelle Bark de Spellbinders. OK? Donc, ça, c'est les 3 pochoirs qu'on a choisi de vous montrer aujourd'hui. Maintenant, je vais vous montrer 2 cartes que Francine a complétées avec Pink Fresh la semaine passée. Et vous allez demander comment est-ce qu'elle a fait le fond.
On ne sait pas.
On dit pas. Elle dit on dit pas. So, I don't know. Francine says we're not telling you. So that's what she said. We're not telling you. All right. It is a press plate. So those of you who do not have a better press, don't just get all deflated and go, oh. I'm sure you can find stamps that look something like this. Ariel's going, I know. So I'm sure that you can find stamps that look something like this. But this is a diagonal press plate called the diagonal plaid. Il m'en reste seulement une en magasin, mais j'ai déjà commandé plus. Et ça fait ceux-là. OK? On fait une fois. Puis après, on tourne pour faire la deuxième, pour avoir notre plaid. So that's how you get the plaid. You are going to ink it with one color, put it through your machine as a press plate, and then ink it with another color. It is just beautiful, okay? So that's what stripes are supposed to do. When you see striped dies or plates, you need to turn them. Try them as many ways as you can. Plusieurs façons. Chaque fois que vous avez un die, une étampe, quelque chose avec des motifs, essayez toujours de faire une en une direction puis une dans l'autre et voir qu'est-ce que ça vous donne. Parce que souvent, vous allez avoir des bonnes surprises. So often you are going to get really happy surprises when you try any stamp or press plate or die that has straight lines or a good repeating pattern that can print on itself. You will have very happy accidents, okay? So I suggest you always try that. C'est seulement un morceau de papier qu'on perd si on l'aime pas. It's only a piece of paper we lose if we don't like it. So don't try it on your favorite last piece of paper. Okay? Just saying. All right. Maintenant, nouveau pour ce mois-ci de Pink Fresh, c'est les nouveaux cadres. Les cadres sont toujours populaires de Pink Fresh et ils gardent pour un bout de temps. So this one here is called the Dotted Fancy Frames. Et on a 3 cadres dedans. Donc, ça va faire ces 3 cadres-là. So these will do these 3 frames here. Okay? And this one is called Fancy Rectangle Frames. Okay? Et ça va faire ces 3 images-là. Now, Pink Fresh's frames are always popular et très, très, très jolis. Okay? So always, always very popular. Antonia, I don't know if you were here when I showed this, but this is a must. This Amaryllis Garden embossing folder from Spellbinders. It is just breathtaking. So, just saying. Okay, next we've got this mountains and tree. Well, they call it the trees. Okay, mais ça vous donne aussi les petits bosses ici pour placer vos arbres. Et ça ici, c'est un pochoir. Donc voilà, ça, le die a fait les arbres puis les hills, les bosses, les
collines.
Les collines.
Pas les collines, les collines.
Les collines. Les collines. Okay? She always has to ridicule my accent.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are. You do it with love, but you do it.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it's called. It's called love. OK. Donc, voilà. Et c'est ça qui fait le lac, les montagnes, notre soleil, nos nuages. OK? Ça, c'est quand Francine est rentrée avec les cartes, ça, c'est sa préférée. So when Francine brought in all these pink fresh cards, this was her preferred. So she really, really did like this one. She loved doing those mountains.
Yeah, I love doing
The stenciling.
stencil.
Oui, elle a adoré la pochoir elle-même. So vous pouvez faire la scène sans avoir tous ces arbres. Peut-être vous avez déjà des arbres chez vous, mais c'est le pochoir qui vous aide à faire toute la scène. So that's what does the scene for you. Okay? So ceux-là, ils s'appellent just mountains. Okay? Beautiful card, agreed. Next, we have this, which is very original. It's called Framed Art. Framed Art. And look at these beautiful frames it makes. Okay? So it makes these beautiful, beautiful frames. Tu vois ici. Puis oui, il y en a une set d'étampes qui va avec. This is the stencil. Oh, here's the tree stencil. Donc, vous pouvez aussi, excuse-moi, mais vous pouvez aussi faire la pochoir pour les arbres. Okay, so I forgot the tree stencil. Voilà l'étampe que je cherchais. So that is what was used to stencil here. Et oui, il y en a une matrice pour découper aussi. So there's also a die for cutting those out. Et ça vient dans le die pour les signes. So for these little signs here, or the frames, you've got the die for the oranges and the floral. Okay? Donc vraiment, vraiment joli. C'est ça. Et on a un pochoir pour les colorer. So you also have a stencil that will color them. Is it the stencil that did this splash in the back as well? Behind the flower?
Yes.
Yes, eh? Donc, ceux-là ici, c'est fait par le pochoir aussi. OK? Donc, tu vois en arrière de la fleur et en arrière de les oranges. Donc, tout ça était fait avec le pochoir. Okay? So all of that was done with the stencil. So the pieces behind and then the flower and the oranges on top. So very, very cute card. Next, we've got, okay, so this is something Pink Fresh has started doing where they put all these flowers on a stamp set. Plein de fleurs sur un set d'étampes, OK? Et ils ont la matrice que vous pouvez couper toute en une passe. Mais il fait aussi un pochoir pour colorer toutes les fleurs avant de les découper. So you would want to color these or stencil these before you cut them, okay? And once you've stenciled them all, then you can cut them And look how beautiful. You can arrange them however you want. Il n'y a pas une limite. There's no limit to what you can do with them or how many you use. So this card was using these flowers and this frame. Donc, tu vois la forme? C'était le cadre ici qu'elle a utilisé. So that's what made that beautiful stitched piece. Okay? So, voilà. Then, this one, j'en ai pas en stock, mais je peux le commander. It is a, what did they call this one, Francine? Yeah, it is an arch, but they had a name to it. Check sur-là, il est très joli. Puis aussi, il y a une press plate avec. Or is it just a press plate?
Just the press.
It's just a press plate and maybe a stencil for coloring? Or did you just color right in the press plate?
For coloring.
Stencil for coloring.
Yeah, I
Donc,
wish I would have done it.
a press plate and a stencil for coloring. Donc, voilà. All right. Les derniers petits échantillons que j'en ai pour vous, c'est de Hero Arts. And that is this one here, okay, which is the stencil I've already shown you. It is the poinsettia one. We have it in stock. C'est de Hero Arts. Sur-là, c'est le swirl tree. L'arbre, I think we have it over there. So that's the swirl tree en lavande avec le, je pense avec le die et sans le die. Et aussi, on a sur-là qui, je pense qu'il ne reste plus en stock sur-là. Yeah, no, I know that's this one, but I was saying with the swirl tree. But I think yeah. Donc voilà, ceux-là a été fait avec ça. OK. Donc très joli. Très joli. Et ceux-là a été fait avec ça. So those are 3 Hero Art cards to give you some more encouragement to go have another look at Hero Arts because they really do a nice job. And I don't know why it's just not as big as a company here as it is in the States because they do such beautiful stuff and they work so hard. Voilà le swirl tree. Et ça vient avec tout ça et avec le matrice. So you also get the die with it. OK? Donc tout ça est disponible. Et celui-là, il s'appelle Swirly Christmas Tree Bundle. Et celle-ci qui m'en reste plus, mais je vais en commander des autres. Oh, we did get it back in?
Yes.
OK. Donc celui-là, il est de retour en stock. Ça s'appelle North Pole Scenics. Et ceux-là, vous pouvez faire plein de scènes avec. Okay? So you can do so many different scenes. You can see here, they cut off a couple of the reindeer. Poor Santa. I hope he had, he's not going to fall down in his sleigh. Et voilà. Là, ils n'ont pas mis toute l'image, ils ont pris une portion d'image et vous pouvez toujours faire ça. You know, we always think we have to use the whole picture. Actually, this one, they use this. But you can take parts of them.
We have the stamp.
On a l'étampe, mais pas le matrice. Donc, voilà. Okay. So, just a couple of fun things to look out. Now, I'm going to borrow these because we are going to be working with Lisa's waxes, and we're going to need some of these just to make them even more beautiful. All right. So, we're going over to the demo table. Je sais que c'est pas tous de vous autres qui aiment une démonstration, mais ceux qui l'aiment peuvent rester avec nous. Ceux qui sont trop occupés, je comprends 100%. Vous pouvez revenir tantôt ce soir pour revisiter avec nous. All right. So, oh, I found us. I see us. I'm going to enlarge us, and then I'm going to silence us. All right. And hopefully, hello, Christine. Yes, I'm going to take my hand out of the picture, and you guys are not going to be looking at the ceiling. Voila. Okay. Voila. So I've got Lisa's flash paste because we have never really explored that. I've got a couple of colors of the wax, and I've also got the explosion watercolor powders. So a little bit of everything there, but once we're talking about Lisa, we may as well go all out. Correct? Correct. So you know me, I'm going to go straight to the watercolors, the messiest stuff, because that's my jam. That's my jam. And I am going to, oh, I have some other ones. Whoops. I'm just grabbing some water sprayer, which I thought was on my desk here. You see my tonic water sprayer? Okay, I've got a water sprayer. I've got my Tim one, but it's empty. Aaron, can you fill this up with water for me, or Francine, somebody? Thank you. All right. So, yes, I know it's a mess. You know me. I live and love my stuff, right? So you guys don't need to be looking at my mess. So we will move it a little bit more so that you're seeing the table, maybe some of my hair, and we're good. No, it's okay. No, I don't think we need to. I think we're good. All right, so here goes. Okay. All right, so
Rolled up the sleeves too.
watercolor paper, papier aquarelle, and we are going to try one color to start, un couleur. Je vais mettre de l'eau sur les deux côtés de mon papier pour que ça courbe pas. So I've sprayed both sides of my paper so that hopefully it won't, it is not an A2 card size die. Yes. And the dies I showed you before are A2 card size. Yes. All right. That just absorbed in there, so I'm going to put a bit more water. And then I'm going to put more water on the top. Donc, vous pouvez mettre la poudre en premier ou l'eau. So I decided to do the water. Now, I am opening this, and I'm just going to tap out some color. Oh, you're going to want to know what color this is. Qui veut savoir le nom de cette couleur-là? Who wants to know the name of that color? Ah, I do. Oh. It is called Teal Waters. Teal Waters. Celui-là, c'est de Lisa Horton. J'en mets plus d'eau pour que ça bouge. Where's my spray? In with my alcoholine things. Let's move it around a little. Because I put a lot of water on here. So, which I tend to do, right? There are a lot of colors in here. So I'm going to do on a smaller surface, plus petit que ça. Je vais juste mettre un petit peu de la poudre sans mettre de l'eau en premier. So where is a little piece of white? Okay, ça c'est un petit morceau qui est pas aquarellable. Oh, the color doesn't even transfer nicely. Doesn't look nearly as nice as on the screen.
It's always better in person.
It's much better.
You have to
in
trust
person.
us.
This is really beautiful teal.
Bring it up, yeah.
I'm going to try and pick it up and see if you can see a better color. You don't.
I know, it looks so...
It's so blue there.
You have to trust us,
Vraiment
it's very...
aqua.
Wait,
it
c'est
is
vraiment...
gorgeous. I don't know why. It's got to be something on my screen
Maybe
setting.
we need one of those
I'm
ring
going to have to
lights.
look at it. I'm going to have to look at it. Now, I'm just going to put a tiny bit. Je vais mettre juste une touche ici. Parce que je sais qu'il y en a aussi, tu peux le voir ici, un peu de Bourgogne dans la couleur. Parce que, which I forgot to do, is I forgot to shake it. There's mica in these. Il y en a du mica dedans, if I'm not mistaken. Mist your card with water, tap to release the pigment and reveal the explosion of color. So, I put the powder down, and now, that's what I wanted. Just a little burst of color. Où on voit les autres couleurs qui sortent. So, I'm going to leave that to the side so we can see it. I'm coloring my finger now here, and I'm going to let that dry. Now, let's go to another color, an autre couleur. And I am now going to take fresh orange, okay? I'm just going to spray the back of my card. Fresh orange. You guys know I love orange, pink, and yellow, right? So, voila. Orange. We're going to take pink. It is just called hibiscus. Hibiscus. I thought it was just going to be called pink, but it's called hibiscus. Come on. This one's coming out like a powder, very fine powder. Okay, rose. Et finalement, un petit peu de jaune. And see what we end up with. Come on. Nice amount of yellow in there. And see how we end up. Okay? We ready? Are we ready? No, I didn't say orange, Odette. I didn't say orange at all. See? Donc, le moins d'eau que vous mettez, la plus vous allez voir comme les petits pois de couleur. La plus que vous voulez que ça mélange les couleurs, la plus d'eau que vous allez ajouter. Okay? So the more water you put, obviously the more it's going to blend. But the less that you put, the more you're going to see that color around there. Now those colors you can see a lot better. Now the teal's starting to look a little bit more teal, mais on voit qu'il y en a de jaune, puis du vert, puis garde tout. Oh, well, that's probably from me just spraying this, but all those colors have mixed in there. Donc on peut le voir, toutes les couleurs qui se mélangent. So you can see this. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that beautiful? So just another form of watercolor powder that are just gorgeous. Now, the other color I want to test is gold. Et je veux voir si c'est vraiment or. So I have another watercolor here. Et ce que je vais faire, je vais mettre une touche de apple green. Apple green. Wow. Est-ce que tu vois que ça sort orange? Je ne sais même pas si c'est quelque chose qui est mélangé. That might be something mixed up because that does not look green to me. What do you guys think? I'm going to put a... Oh, it is. Look at that. It's green. Et maintenant, je vais le mettre un peu de le doré. What do they call this one? Warm shimmer gold. Donc, ceux-là, je vais... Quand on sait qu'il y a une shimmer dedans, on veut le braser avant de l'utiliser. So I can see it's stuck in the nozzle. Voilà. Donc ceux-là sortent, ça a l'air bleu quand ça sort. So this one looks almost blue when I'm getting it out of the package. And you see how little you use? So vraiment, ça dure longtemps chaque bouteille. All right? So, again, I don't want huge mists of color. Okay, that shimmer gold, I don't think that's really gold. That is definitely blue. So we have a problem. Can somebody grab me another warm shimmer gold to see if they are all blue? Because that came out blue. I was holding the warm shimmer gold, right? Yep. That's a strange color of gold. It's a gorgeous green. And that blue with it is stunning. Look at that. So these are going to be gorgeous backgrounds.
No gold at all in it?
I don't see any gold in there. Do you?
No. Ça suck.
Oui. But we will see if that's what it's supposed to be. No, I can see right away. This is gold. Okay, so obviously, il y a un problème avec l'autre bouteille. Parce que, regarde, ceux-là, tout de suite, je vois que c'est or. Because now, when I spray this, we are going to see gold. C'est jaune doré. Now that's gold.
Mm-hmm.
So, problem. All right. But blue looks beautiful with gold, so why don't I use it? And I'll just change the label to blue. Because it is a beautiful blue. C'est un très joli le, comme bleu. C'est pretty, comme Francine dit. C'est très pretty. Can I get a roll of paper towels and some wipes, please? I know. So there we go. That is our gold and blue, and I can't wait till that dries. I think it needs a little blue right in the middle, so I have to remember which gold is blue and which gold is gold. Okay.
Voilà, princess.
That's the gold, thank you. That's the gold that's blue. Okay. So there it goes. So these are going to dry as beautiful backgrounds on the floor. So that's what I needed the paper towel for, so that I don't tie-dye my floor. Okay. Donc voilà, et après ça, on va commencer avec les pâtes flash pastes. Now those, I know, are two different colors on black and white. Okay, don't hate me, okay guys, but this is gonna dry right there. Okay. See where it's drying, Francine?
The best place. Dries really fast.
All right. Who's waiting for me to put up registration for Tracy's classes?
Woo!
Anybody? We have some beautiful classes if you saw her release.
C'est très pretty.
I think the only thing Francine's able to say this afternoon is c'est très pretty.
Très pretty.
Okay, so now, oublie pas que la poudre y va partout. So even when you think your desk is clean, it's not. And you probably still have powder on your desk. So just remember that based on what you're going to do next, okay? Parce que vraiment, ça tâche pas, mais ça reste and it goes everywhere. So you'll be surprised where you're going to find some of that. Okay. So now everything that I took out to use, I used with that one. So we need a stencil. Oh, you know me. I'm just going to grab the first ones here, and then you're all going to go, oh, I want that one. And I'm going to say, it sucks because I don't have it.
Not getting it.
My palette knives and my wipes. Okay, I'm good. Voila. So, first of all, let's see what it looks like on white. And where's my black? There's my black. And there's the white. Okay. Voila. We are going to open the flash paste. And this color, la couleur ici, ça s'appelle Creamy Magical Color Shifting Pearl Paste. That's a good name. Cherry Red Pearl. Cherry Red Pearl. Okay. Now, so there we go. That's what it looks like inside. So, on sait pas le vrai couleur. C'est juste un teinte de la couleur. So you just get kind of a hint of the color. Donc, sur blanc, ça va l'air complètement différent que sur du noir. So, premièrement, je vais le mélanger un petit peu. And I'm going to take some out on my palette knife. And without the stencil, although I like it with the stencil, I want you to be able to see what the color looks like. Okay? Donc, je vais le mettre avec le pochoir. Ici. Okay? So, that's the color on white. Okay? Donc, on voit une touche de rouge, mais pas beaucoup. C'est juste un reflet. Now, let's see what we're going to see on black. Now, I have not done these before. Ça, c'est la première fois que je les essaye. Celle-ci. So, we are going to see this together. Okay? So, this is what it's going to look like on black. Okay? This is what it's going to look like on black. Okay, so that is the difference. Now, I'm going to let it dry and then show you what it looks like dry as we get closer to the end, because I have a feeling it's going to change. Moi, je pense que ça va changer. Donc, je vais faire l'autre couleur. Ça, c'est le rouge. Puis, of course, j'ai pris la décision d'ouvrir un mauve. I mean, seriously. Le mauve est là. Okay. And I'll use the same palette knife. And again, I'll mix it a little. And I'll take a little onto my white. I'll use a different part of the stencil. And we'll see. Oh, I like that reflect of the purple. Je l'aime tellement. Okay. So, ça c'est le mauve. So you're seeing it as green, but when you tilt it the other way, it's purple. Donc, tu vois, on a vert puis mauve, dépendant où la lumière touche. So that's pretty cool. You get green and purple. And over here, On the black, are we going to get green or are we going to get purple? Oh, me likey. Me likey. Oh, can I just do like the rest of the video like this? C'est correct si je fais tout avec cette couleur-là? Ooh, that's a beauty. Okay, donc vraiment joli. I know, Leah. I'm feeling the same way. Is it like halo paste? Not exactly. I think the halo paste is a little bit more sparkly and this is more pearly. I think the halo paste has got more sparkle in it, whereas this is creamier. What I wanted to see is if it's any different if I take it with my finger and rub it on the white or the black versus putting it through a stencil. So, ça a l'air que non. It looks like your color will stay the same. Okay? Mais imagine, vous avez un plioir de gaufrage. First of all, I don't want that to get messed up. Et on veut mettre un petit peu, well, this one's not enough, but okay. On veut le mettre un petit peu dessus. Vous pouvez prendre un blanc. So when you have like a white embossing folder and you just want to have a reflection instead of actually using a specialty paper, you can make your own by just putting on the wax. You see that? Let's see if you can see it. So you see how now this side, of course, is got nothing on it. And then you can see right away where we get to the shiny part. Donc, moi, je peux faire tout avec le cire dessus. And with this, I'd probably use a sponge and an applicator, although j'aime utiliser mes doigts parce que je peux être certaine que je enlève tous de mon doigt. So the reason I like doing it with my finger is I'm sure that all of it's going to come off. So I'm not pushing a bunch of it into the sponge and wasting some of it, but it just looks beautiful. I mean, it just gives you that reflection. I know it's harder to see it in the camera, but you can see how elegant that is. And that would be the same thing on your card. So really, really very pretty. See that? I'm going to stop there because you can really see it. Donc vraiment joli.
Wow.
Yeah. So now if I took it to a black one, let's go to, let's say, the flowers, perfect petals. I'm going to take a little bit of it onto here just to show you what it'll look like on the black. Okay. And where do I want to do it? I'm going to put a little there, and I'm going to go on to, oh, yes, yes, yes. Now I'm pushing it in, so if I wanted to, si j'ai voulu juste avoir sur la fleur, je touche doucement, ok? Donc, je le frotte pas trop fort. Donc, c'est deux façons que vous pouvez le faire. Une que vous frottez complètement et ça va aller partout, ou vous pouvez juste faire délicatement comme ça et ça va juste aller sur les morceaux gaufrés. Okay? So two different ways you can do it, but just look at that. So you see how that just highlights on your embossing folder. Donc, deux façons différentes. Si vous voulez tous soit mauve, vous allez faire la première façon et encore, vous pouvez faire avec une éponge si vous voulez. So you can use like Tim's blending tool and then you can push as much as you want because you want the background to be purple too. Okay? Donc, vraiment votre choix à ce temps-là. So if you want the background to be purple, then you're going to push more. And you're going to grab more paste. And you're just going to push. And just look at that. Wow. I mean, that's just beautiful. You see that? So that really, really turns quite purple when it's a thin coat. Okay, so I don't know about you guys. Bonjour, Carole. But I am just loving this and feeling like I should complete it. But no, I won't on the video. I'll do it after, and then I can show you guys the rest of it later or tomorrow. But you see? It just looks so pretty. So, and because it's water-based, I believe this is water-based. Let's just see. I'm going to check it on here. Because it's water-based, you probably could also spread it more. Not a ton, but if I wet my finger, I could probably get it to spread a little thinner. Donc voilà. Donc ça, c'est les pâtes. Now, let's do une comparaison contre le cire. Et c'est pour cette raison, j'ai même choisi un cire mauve. So why don't we do a comparison next to now the waxes, okay? So the waxes we just showed you yesterday. The flash pastes have been in the store for a while. Il y en a, how many colors are there in the flash paste, Erin, please? Lisa Horton's flash paste.
Stand by.
Stand by. Okay, and there's that. And then you're going to want to clean that up.
Looks like 9.
9 couleurs dans le flash paste. And in the cire, il y en a 10. Mais au moment, vous pouvez acheter un bundle des 10 et vous payez pour 9 ou environ. Okay, so next we are going to pull out the wax. And like I said, I pulled the marine blue. Erin, grab me the wax that's the purple, not the marine blue, please.
It's always purple with you.
Well, no, but I want to compare it next to the purple paste. Why do I have to justify? Why do I have to tell her? I don't.
I think it's just because it's the scrapbooks on trial.
Oh.
So I think that's why you go with purple.
You think, eh? So you're going to need this. No, not that one. This one. Okay. So we're opening up the wax, and that's what the wax looks like. Okay. Oh, it does not smell. Ça sent pas. Donc, tu sais, il y en a des cires qui sentent fort. Ça dit que eux autres sont à base d'eau. Metal tin of luster wax, ideal to use on your cards, embossing folders, and more. A plus. So let's take a little wax here. Again, I'm using my fingers. I know a lot of you don't like to, but that's okay. I'm going to use my fingers, and I'm just going to put on the wax. Wax on, wax off. Anybody know where that's from? Wax on, wax off.
Little trivia.
Wax on, wax off. C'est d'où vient wax on, wax off? Anybody? All right.
There we go.
C'est ça. That's right.
Ding, ding, ding.
So there you've got your wax. And yes, it's pearly. It's very pretty. It's metallic-y. Let's look at it next to, well, it's going to be a different color. So I'm going to do it next to our purple here, but on a different paper. Okay. So oui, c'est une autre couleur, mais je pense qu'il n'y a pas une grosse différence de l'application. La recherche qu'il faut que je fais est la permanence. S'il y a une différence de permanence. Et je vais vous dire qu'avec le cire, vous avez plus de temps de jouer avec. OK? Parce que c'est un cire. Donc, ça ne sèche pas tout de suite. Ceux-là se marient avec le papier tout de suite. Donc, tu vois, j'ai plus de couleur. Ceux-là, j'ai encore un peu de couleur qui sort. So, you can still see how beautiful it comes on the embossing. I mean, if I took it over here to our amaryllis one, now I'm going to have to finish 2 later, but if I took it here to the amaryllis and I just went, I'm always afraid to take too much wax right to the thing, and I just did that, it's just a touch on the flower, but you can definitely see it. You see that? And I didn't choose a bright color, but you definitely can see it. It goes on there beautifully. There's a little tiny embossed piece there. So that's what it would look like on white. That's what it looks like on black. Donc, on voit la différence. Je ne sais pas si j'ai essuyé plus, but you can see that it looks different on white than on black. And then on the embossed, it's just beautiful. Bye, Cindy. Hello, Marie-France. So, again, if I wanted to just go in, peut-être j'ai voulu juste faire le centre de la fleur, puis après revenir avec une autre couleur autour. Je peux faire même ça. But you can see how beautiful that goes on, right? And it pulls out all that beautiful detail. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Et il est tellement crémeux, and it doesn't smell at all. Now, there are some waxes on the market qui ont une odeur, mais pas celle-ci. Oh, I'm liking this. OK, l'autre couleur que j'étais curieuse de le voir, c'est la couleur qui s'appelle Ice White Gold. Well, is it ice? Is it white? Or is it gold? Come on. Give us a little guidance here. I mean, are we supposed to guess? Or we have to buy it just to know the answer to our question? So I'm trying to clean my fingers so that I don't make ice white gold purple. We don't want to do that. But here we go with the ice white gold. All right. Now, ice white gold. I'm going to take it over here to what we were doing over here. And I'm going to grab a bunch of it. Again, no smell. Oh, I can see right away. That's going to be gold on black. Ça va être doré sur du noir. Mais sur du blanc, ça va donner un reflet de or. So I can see that it's going to give us the reflect of gold. You can barely see it on here. Je sais sur la caméra, ça va être plus dur à voir, mais il est vraiment là. Peut-être si je fais sur la surface plat, vous pouvez le voir plus. Juste pour vous donner, je vais faire un cercle au centre pour voir si on peut voir la différence quand je bouge dans la lumière. So you see that? Où vous voyez comme un peu de or, ça c'est la couleur. Donc ça bouge et ça change dans la lumière. Mais quand on va mettre sur du noir, And of course, I don't have another black piece here embossed. Do I? No. All right. I'll go back on our amaryllis. I'll go back on our amaryllis here. And let's add a little gold to the center. Oh, look at that. Just look at how pretty that comes out. Okay? Donc, vraiment, vraiment joli. So you can see that that comes out really beautiful. Et j'ai fait presque rien. J'ai juste touché doucement dessus, délicatement dessus. Puis j'ai eu le doré. Okay? So, I will give these waxes a thumbs up. I like the fact that they do not smell. I got to put the right color on the right color. I definitely like that. And I know that there are other waxes on the market. And okay, for example, this I've done with, I want to say a bunch of Prima wax, okay? And now I could probably pull this wax now, this gold, and put it right on top. Let's see if it'll make any kind of difference. J'ai fait ça, ça fait quelques mois. Puis maintenant, je peux améliorer. I can see that it's brightening it up right over the middle. Do you see that? I've just added it in the middle, and you can see how it added brilliance and shine to that. Look at that. Wow. La différence, check ici, puis check le centre. Ça, c'est la différence. So on your molds, it's going to be stunning as well. So you can see that this is going to be very popular.
Getting lots of love in the chat.
Yes, yes. For highlights, for anything, just look at that. Okay? And I don't know, I thought I had another mold already molded. Let me just take a quick peek. I thought I might have had one already molded. No such luck. Antonis usually leaves me a bunch of scraps. But
I'll keep looking in the back.
yeah, I don't think I have another molded piece that I could pull out to show you the beautiful purple. But what I can do is I can turn our rose over, and I could pick up some of that beautiful purple and just show it to you, just putting it on there. So you layer color after color. Quand vous travaillez sur une moule, vous mettez une couleur par-dessus d'un autre, par-dessus d'un autre, puis vous mettez la quantité que vous voulez. Okay, and you rub it in and leave the accents where you want them. So you can see that this goes on there beautifully. And then if I wanted to give it a minute or so to dry and then go on with the gold, I can mix them together. Donc, je peux faire une autre couche par-dessus de la mauve. Okay. So you see how easy it goes on there. Donc, sur du papier, sur les moules, même avec un pochoir, vous pouvez le faire. So if I want to take my stencil and do it this way, but you'll have to wash your stencil afterwards, obviously. But if I wanted to highlight a little bit on my stencil, I could do it as well. I could just go over it like this and just do a little bit of fun stenciling, and you're going to end up with areas where it's darker. Mais ça, c'est toujours fun. Et tu laisses sécher. Ça va vous donner, you see? So it gives you an edge. Now, if that bothers you, Vous pouvez tout de suite enlever ça avec votre doigt. You shade it in. Okay? So you can do some shading in with that. So you see that? See how I brought it in and I made it look kind of shaded? And then I would let that dry like that. And I could clean this up tout autour. So you can just clean that up while it's still damp. So you've got to play. Quand vous avez un nouveau produit, c'est de jouer avec et voir ce qu'il peut faire. Okay? Some people might take, you know, like a wipe or a paper towel to put it on. Yeah, but I had a bunch of those. I just don't know where they are. So, all in all, I love the explosion powders, but I love all color. I love all of the colored powders. Ce que je trouve intéressant est que avec toutes les compagnies qui ont fait les poudres, ils continuent à me donner comme un nouveau wow avec chacune. On peut voir ici les items qui sèchent. So this is the one that had the purple on it, obviously. You can see as it's drying, it's getting more purple. You can see it here as it's drying. Ça devient plus mauve. You see the little drying spots. Et ceux-là aussi, ça va avoir plus de perles pendant que ça sèche. And the red one is going redder. Okay, it's giving you like kind of a red-orange hue. So I don't know about heating it. I haven't tried because we just finished and my heat tool's not plugged in, so I can't heat it. But I hope that you learned a little something about these. I think the flash pastes are really, really nice. I think they work beautiful through a stencil. I think I would stick to the paste for my stencils. These, have you ever seen doing a stencil with the powders? I can do that quickly for you and then we can sign off. I have one more watercolor here, paper, and then that's how we're going to end it. I'm going to take a stencil. I'm going to take a little bit of the powder. So I'm going to go a little green. I don't think green came out, so we're not going to do green. We're going to go to our yellow, our yummy yellow. Now, it's probably better if you tape your stencil down for this, or you're a very light-handed mister. Okay? Ça, je vais mettre mon orange. No, I didn't say it. I did not say it. I did not say the O word, but we're putting it in anyways. Whoops. So some come out faster than others, mais éventuellement, vous commencez de connaître vos produits. Et le rose. That's a word I can say. Those of you who are leaving, have a beautiful evening. There may be a surprise video tomorrow, maybe. Ooh. Almost done, almost done. And this will be the last thing we do. Okay. And now I'm going to try and mist. Let me get my mister bottles. Maybe that'll help. All right, so I've misted, but I still could end up with a bit of a mess. Maintenant, je vais faire ça. I could have picked it up, I know. I could have used another piece of paper on top, but just to show you what else you could do with your powders. Look how pretty that comes out. Isn't that nice, Erin?
I love the combination of colors, actually.
Look at that, guys. Donc, j'ai fait juste un mist d'eau. J'ai pas trop mis. S'il y en a des places qui n'ont pas de couleur, je suis correcte avec ça. So, that's how we're going to say goodbye for today. Inky fingers bye. Okay. And peut-être il va y avoir une vidéo surprise demain. C'est pas 100%. Mais si oui, si tu vois une notification et ça dit que Nathalie est en direct, if you see that it says Natalie's gone live, you know who it is, you know where to find me. Sinon, on se voit vendredi à 4 heures. Bye, everybody.
Buy the Lisa Horton product.
Bye, guys. Enjoy.